All right. Can you tell me your name and your age, please?
My name is Kenny Upton. I am 31 years old.
Mira Martinez, and I'm 12.
Jennifer Chavez, and I'm 13.
You probably heard about Jesus then.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about Jesus?
Well, I think he was a great man. I think that a lot of his teachings are used for the wrong things.
He died for our lives, and
I know he's God's son.
How do you think that people go to heaven?
Oh, that's a question I couldn't even come close to answering. I don't know. I don't think it's all about finding God necessarily. I'd hope it's not, because there's so many people that maybe never will. But I hope it's just about being a good person and doing the right thing when it's not even seen, just being a man or a woman of integrity. Hopefully that's the way to get in.
I think they don't make mistakes, and they were good.
They be good. Okay.
I guess not making as much as mistakes.
Mistakes. Okay. So there are many more ways than Christianity to go to heaven.
I would hope so. I would hate that it's like an all-inclusive club of just the one people that got it right, So I would hope so.
And you know how in Christianity they say Jesus died on the cross?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean to you then? What
Well,
does his sacrifice mean?
Well, it means quite a bit if you think of it as him being God to come and be man, so he can have himself ridiculed and shamed and killed for doing what he thought was the right thing. I think that's beautiful. I think that's the ultimate sacrifice. To learn man's humility, to die as a man is a beautiful, man.
Because he wanted the good for us.
Good for us. Okay.
He gave his life for us.
He gave his life for us, each single one of us.
Yes.
Okay. You stated that you have to be a man of integrity or do good things to go to heaven. So then, what does the cross have anything to do with our salvation or going to heaven?
Well, I'm not sure. I've always seen the cross as a symbol of Christianity, of course, but I've never used it as as something considerably meaningful other than a symbol. You know what I mean? But I know that it is to several people. I just don't have a good answer for that one.
I don't know.
So then, generally speaking, do you want to hear about Jesus typically, do you want to hear more about him? Or
Absolutely, yeah.
do you want to hear more about Jesus?
Yes.
Yes. Do you, in generally, like when you're just going to school or like living everyday life, do you ever want to hear about Jesus? Like, are you interested in hear about Jesus?
Yeah.
No man, or actually, all men has fallen and sinned, and that fall short of the glory of God. That we can't reach the standard of God.
Sure.
A lot of times we say we can do good things to go to heaven, but we have to think about, well, what's God's standard?
Sure.
We might say, oh, we can reach up to God's standard if we do certain good things.
Mm-hmm.
But God says if you even lie, he says that all liars have their place in the lake of fire in the book of Revelation. We say, oh, we can just lie one time, God will just overlook that. But God's standard is no. His standard is much higher than we think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And even that, he says that even if you're angry towards your brother, you commit murder in your heart. And
Sure,
we think very lightly of that. Just
Absolutely. Yeah, that's heavy, man.
And God's standard is no, you have to be pure in your heart. And he knew that we can't do it all on our own, that we can't be righteous on our own, that our good can never outweigh the bad. So he said, because they can't do it on their own, I will send my son Jesus, who is God, who is the Son of God,
Sure.
and who came in the flesh to die for our place. So then when he dies for us, when we believe in him that he died and rose again from the dead, that his sacrifice becomes our atonement, that he's substituting. He's like the substitution for us.
Sure.
Instead of us going to prison, he goes to prison.
Sure, yeah.
And so that's why we, share about Jesus. The good news is, we call it the good news, it's not because we can do certain good things, it's that he has done everything for us.
Sure.
And we accept that, and he changes us from the inside out. So all the changes that we might experience through Christianity, all the glory goes to him because he changed us.
Sure, yeah.
So it's nothing that we can boast about. It's like, God, I've done good
Yeah,
things too.
yeah.
I've done good things, can't you accept me? You
Sure.
say, no, God, you have done everything and you've changed me.
Sure,
so
yeah,
I give
yeah.
you all the glory.
That's beautiful, man.
That's the
Yeah.
gospel that we share.
I love that. That's great, man.
So I hope you think about that, because the cross isn't just about an example. It is an example,
Sure.
but it's also a sacrifice for us when we accept it and believe it.
That's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your
Yeah.
answers. Thank you for
Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Are y'all doing a bunch more of these, I hope?
I think so. We will. Yeah.
Cool, man. Keep it up.
Thank you.
It's really
Thank you,
nice to
Kenny.
meet you.
Yes.
Yeah. Pleasure.